Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's get loaded in here to Thea. Take a few minutes to remember where we left off before we jump into it. Key things that stand out: we lured the Umbrage Lord out and discovered his lair. And let's see. For our village, we don't have anything queued up, so we'll need to remedy that little issue. And we are out of everything we need for these two, so we'll just cancel them. Looking at our main group, we were about to hit up the divine quest, but first we need to heal. Slava has a very small chance of dying, whereas the Vili has, I think it was a 40% chance. So we'll take a few turns to heal before we continue with that quest line. And then our weak links, we're bringing back the dragon leather so that we can continue making more dragon armor. Cool beans. And sadly our team misfits, there's only a few of them left and they're in our village for now. We need more bodies before we try to create a third expedition and make the misfits anew. Alright, so let's jump into it. Alright, luckily our village did not die. Let's see how bad it is now. 27 wounds divided by her 18 life. It's a 150 scale. Take away the 70 survival, and I think we're at 57. So 22 is doubled to 44. Plus 13, so yeah, 57. Which means our Vili has a 23% chance to die. Slava is guaranteed to survive. These are dangerous times. Yes, they are, Coach Sec. Yes, they are. So we're pretty good here. One more turn of the Vili shouldn't be a concern anymore. The other thing is, I should have looked to see what gear we're needing so that we can queue that up in our village. And it looks like we're going to need dragon armor, which we're bringing the leather for, and endgame armor. Yeah, it looks like armor is our big lack right now. So let's queue up some of that. How much diamond do we have? Let's do a few gambles. See what we get. Let's do... let's max it out. So 6 of them. And then we'll queue up some just straight up heavy armor. And we need to use less than 112 because the rest is going into that. So 6 and 5.
The night is quiet and
our Vili survived,
but suddenly
so we are good
the ground
now.
Shakes beneath your feet without any warning. You feel the grumbling of the earth, and you fear Mokosh's wrath is upon you. But this tremor feels somehow different, less natural.
Alright, physical challenge. It's an
There is
auto
a
resolve.
series of distant thuds and groans, then several short yet violent rhythmic shakes. Then, slowly, the sounds and the tremors move away.
So one of the thoughts I had just before starting today's stream is I may finish the God quest like I was doing, and then kill the Umbrage Lord and end this run and start another Lotta run in preparation for Saturday. That way I can get her to level 5 before we attempt to do our 100 turn challenge, because I think it's going to be Lotta is the way to go. And getting her level 5 is going to be give us the best chances. Alright, we still need to heal.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact. You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast, perhaps a guardian of the stash. You have time to run, but maybe the creature hides more goodies.
Sounds good. That makes sense. Good. I'm glad you guys agree. That way I have roughly 2.5 days to try to max her out. I think we're either close to level 4 or we're at level 4 with her. I don't remember which.
You stand your ground and face the approaching enemy. The air seems to get thicker, the ground feels shaky, and a sudden raising of the fog makes it hard to see who your assailant is. You feel a hint of dread in your heart.
Alright, wild boars, nice and easy. Hans takes a little bit of wounds.
Or searching for prey. Still, you search their remains, hoping to gather some extra resources.
Keep moving. Okay, we're fighting. I don't know how good this group is at anything, so we're gonna social. Oh, this is easy. It's a Samak. Let them continue to heal. Villy is no longer in danger of dying. And in fact, one more turn should be enough to let her heal. Let's check out this level. Noob. Always gaining strength. A little bit of health everywhere, not bad. Health on Panda, that's nice. Lord you getting stronger, and he's a medic, so that's actually a really good... Oh! Do I have a belt on him? If I don't, this is amazing for a medic. Eventide, you gain some life. Very nice. And our village. Mishmash, but a lot of strength overall. Pretty good. Lord you do not have a belt on. You just naturally have 7 strength now. That is impressive.
Before you is a group of black wolves attacking something.
Hey,
As
free
you look
child.
closer, you realize there are 2 packs, one attacking a small baby, and one fighting not far with something else.
Alright, we'll
You see
investigate.
that the child is clearly protected by some magic, as the wolves seem unable to get to it. However, you're not certain how long this shield will last. You also see that the other group is fighting with a single black cat that is putting up a good fight, but clearly losing its strength now. You remember that this could be a Dola, a demon of fate that can be protective towards its benefactors, or take on the role of a guardian spirit, most often a cat.
A medic with a battle axe and heavy armor. That medic would need a lot more strength. Probably a minimum of 10 strength to go full heavy armor with a battle axe. Alright, we're gonna split our party.
You send a small group to protect the child, and the rest to help the cat.
So we get the child and permanent stats.
You won.
Nothing amazing out of it.
It was not easy, but both cat and child are fine. The
Hans
cat's eyes
gained
shine
his
gold,
first
and you
points.
could swear it smiles at you. You feel a surge of positive energy. Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas,
Is this the child we
you
just
must.
got?
One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Let's go with the warrior.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Yep, it's the child we just
village
got.
Celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Couldn't even wait a turn for me to get it to the village so it gets the bonus. Let's see. Very low life for a warrior. Good strength, though. Alright, let's drop off that new warrior. All of the miscellaneous stuff we picked up. And that beautiful dragon leather. And then this. That's good. Let's restock. No, not 60. 600. And while we're here, let's check out the heavy armor we've been making. We got will, speech and hex challenges, that's extra health. Magic, so hex challenges. And range damage, not so useful overall. We'll still save it for when our main group comes back. Our two medics, do they have all of their medic gear? They do. Good. Alright, let's send them to gather diamond, which was right down here. Not sure that we'll get a chance to use it, but planning ahead just in case. Alright, now I think 7 life missing. If anybody else is still wounded, she's missing 1. Alright, we'll spend 1 more turn healing so that the Villy's in good shape. Nah, that's good enough. Let's do this god quest.
You find the place imprinted in your minds by the professors. It is an old tower that seems to reach the very skies. Its surface is pure ivory, yet strangely shimmering as the sun rays hit its smooth surface. As you move closer, you see a balcony that looks unsettlingly like a large skeletal hand, and in its palm there stands a tall, hooded man, while a young girl cowers behind him. The man speaks in a clattering, hard voice.
Halt! Who goes?
Alright, we're just gonna skip them to the important bits.
The girl, who stood silent and motionless throughout your encounter, steps out from behind her protector and spreads her arms out. The tower opens up before you, revealing a dark chamber inside. The oracle silently gestures for you to enter. As you approach, you have a strange sensation, as if you're about to face yourself in there.
Enter!
You enter a chamber and stand on top of a mountain. The skies are darkened, the air is heavy and hot, and you hear the grumbling of thunder, and with a sudden flash, Perun stands before you. Perun's might is palpable as he moves towards you with his hammer drawn.
Do we think the leader of the gods believes in combat or social? I feel like the backstory of Perun is that he loves to fight, and that's how he got tricked and lost his powers. So we're gonna fight him. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. We go first. I have no idea if they have piercing attacks or not, so we will keep that in mind. We will get Imislava out first, since she has no shielding as the weakest person. And then we will send myself out to be the shield. Thus far, no piercing. So, Perun might be the only one who could have it. Well, don't know yet. Looking at this damage, I'm going to slightly waste my attack to kill it, but that's okay. This one doesn't get an attack, so I'm not going to poke it yet. Let's send out Bisprov and do some of our counters. They have a chance of working. Never mind, these are all level 6 or higher. There's the poke. Perun has a hammer. Let's see. He's actually not that strong. Penelo is guaranteed a kill on her turn if she hits him. None of my counter offenses are going to work. So... wow, my Confuse is strong enough to affect Perun's avatar. That was not expected. We have no way of stopping this one from hurting us. Unless we first action 2 people, which we could do. Actually, that would be a smart thing to do, because those 2 people could kill these 2. Imislava is actually strong enough to kill this one. And then I would kill Perun, and they would continue on to finish the next 2. So yeah, we definitely want to first action some people. Lord Yu does 27 damage. That's not enough to kill either of them. So it needs to be Leviathan and Penelo that we first action. Okay. Well, let's do some counter tactics then while we wait. Support? I think we'll be alright. Alright, so these 2 are going to first action. Which would mean I could poke with him and then shield him. No, we need to wait. So let's send Leviathan out. Oh, first actions, you motherfuckers. That... that screws everything up. Actually, it doesn't screw very much up at all. Because this one was right here in between these 2. Oh, that works. Let's see. So I need Penelo to go very first. So we'll first action him right now. And then Penelo. So she kills. Leviathan kills this one. Imislava kills that one. I kill Perun. Bisprov kills this one, which leaves only this one getting an attack. But we can confuse it, so we kill all the active cards. These 2 don't get an attack. Now he's safe to poke. And we will just get closer. Nice and easy.
As you strike Perun down with a final blow, another lightning bolt strikes and blinds you. When your eyesight returns, you are standing before a statue of a man, holding a long metal rod that seems to reach the very heavens. When you get closer, you see small lightning bolts rushing up and down the rod, as if chasing one another. A voice echoes in your head.
The blasphemous thundercatcher made by the foolish men. Go, destroy it, and free the lightning inside, so the skies may thunder with our wrath once more. And because you've proven your worth to me, heed my words. There is a beast that sleeps at the foot of the statue. It will not wake, for it is enchanted. But if you choose to attack it and take its strange skin, made of bendy, soft yet thick material that protects from lightning, you can destroy the rod without any harm.
Okay. Interesting. Not bad, but we got better. That's not that good anymore. That's bad. And that's not good. So we got some fish, or a fish out of it. Holy crap, 50 turns, Blessing of Health. Apparently we chose correctly, and we gain 4 permanent health. Not bad. Not bad at all. Nice. Oh, that's not too far either.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind
Ooh,
picks
can we
up
get
and
another
thunder
Villi?
strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
This is not natural. Investigate.
Blessed by Perun's wisdom, you recognize that you must have entered the territory of the wind demons, the Villi. Known for their territorial instincts, the Villi do not like intruders and rarely take time to discuss the matter. Indeed, you now see several winged creatures circling you among the dark clouds.
So if I was playing as anyone else, I would do the Hex Challenge, but since I'm playing as Perun, he gives me a chance of recruiting one of them by doing the Social Challenge. So we are going to do so.
The wind calms down and the skies brighten once more. The Villi remain in the air watching you, but they do not attack. You are free to continue your journey.
Pinello becomes even better at speech challenges. Quite the badass there. And we got one!
Territory, but one of them seems to follow you. She does not speak, but when you ask if she wants to join your village, she nods.
And this Villi is not very strong, very low life, decent magic, not good at speech challenges. That's about it. Apparently she came with these two things. Let's take a look. Oh, we got... Let's rename these. I'm going to call you Morgana. Oh, she did not come with the armor because the armor is too freaking heavy for her, but this one's not. Now that does give us an extra body. I definitely don't want to go to the next portion of the quest with her in my party. So as we get closer, we'll kick her out temporarily. Well, can't move anymore, so might as well gather some topaz. Weak links are finally in place for diamond. Make camp, gather. Diamond is our focus, and then we will get meat with what's left. Definitely don't want more wood. Oh, did I make a mistake and not pick up wood? I did. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Thought I'd screwed up again. Got some undead coming at us. Ooh, pretty tough. Oh, it's Topiax. They're not tough. They don't deserve that 4 skull rating. Alright, we're gonna go here.
You see fresh boar tracks. It looks like a large pack.
Sure, let's kill some pigs.
The pack, and you're able to ambush them.
And it's a 2 skull fight. That's an
You have
auto resolve.
defeated the boar pack.
Gathering necklace. We have plenty of those now. So thank you for the meat and the experience. Now, real quick, we are going to remove the Villi from our party. Give her just a little bit of food to make sure she doesn't take wounds needlessly. And we are going to continue to the rest of our divine quest.
You follow the vision provided by your god and find yourselves in the ruins of what could have been an old monastery, or perhaps a small settlement. There is an old iron gate that leads to the central complex, where the remains of some stone buildings stand tall and empty.
Okay, let's take a look around.
Far in the distance, you see the thunder rod that your god spoke of. It is not as sleek and magical looking in real life as in the vision you had at the Oracle's Tower. It looks rusty as it lies among the rubble of what must have been the statue from your vision, and yet you feel a thrill of power streaming through you with every step you take. There is a statue of a beast lying in wait to the side of the rubble. You know in your heart that you must wield the rod and thus break its power, but you also know it may prove deadly.
Just grasp the rod and do it ourselves. We could possibly win a 5 skull physical challenge, but let's follow the words of our god and take on the beast.
You go in closer and examine the stone beast. Despite it being perfectly still and frozen in time, you can actually hear a faint heartbeat.
Okay, let's attack it. It's a beast. I shouldn't say they're weak, but at this point in the game, they're pretty weak to us. Let us start with our hammer, since wolves cannot have piercing attacks. So he's going to kill the wolf and the beast. So I'll just send out 2 more warriors to handle the next 2 cards. Counter the last one just because I don't feel like dealing with it. Kill that wolf with a poke. And we're done.
You beat the strange beast and skin it. It turns out that the hide on its belly is made of some unknown material, and you suspect this is what Perun was telling you about.
Okay, we don't really need that. That's not very good anymore. That's pretty good, but we have better ones. 40 turns of Blessing of Strength. Nice. Look at all these stats. +1 damage for both of them. +4 to their confused level. Which is a level 4 for Pinello, so that's a little disappointing. And Panda is also a level 4, so very disappointing in that regard. We're not often going to need to use a level 4 confuse. +2 health for each of them, that's nice, and +4 will, which is health in social and hex challenges, so they are very, very useful. Alright, let's do this.
As soon as you take the rod, it crackles with white light and electric charges, but the strange hide keeps you safe. You see the rod has 3 distinct parts to it. You feel instinctively that one belongs to Perun, and the other 2 to his brothers Zeus and Thor. You know you need
nice
to try and
tie-in.
break the rod to release their power.
This is the first and only time I've seen them tie in Greek mythology to this. Interesting. Alright, let's focus on our feeling of enlightenment.
You realize that through your actions, the blessing of Perun is very strong within you. You can break the rod in such a way that only Perun's power is released, thus making him the only remaining thunder god, supreme to more than just one pantheon.
Oh, now that's jacked up. I am a huge fan of Greek mythology. I really don't want to fuck over Zeus and Thor. Damn it. While it has probably 0 impact on the game, I know the correct answer in terms of Thea is to do it and make Perun the god of all thunder. No, I'm gonna say no.
You break the rod, and you feel the surge of power going through you and then towards your god. You also see 2 thunderbolts shooting into the skies and rushing off somewhere. It will take decades for Perun to fully recover his power and restore his pantheon by Mokosh's side. But you have made the first steps possible. You feel the pride of your god in your hearts.
Well, at least he's not pissed off at us. And that's a nice chunk of diamond and some mithril. That's 1 gambling armor with some extra diamond left over.
You are about to depart when a snake-like creature slithers towards you and stands by your side as if ready to join you. It finally speaks. I felt your power, and so I shall fight by your side now. You feel the power of Perun upon the creature.
And we gained a Zme's old minion. They are not bad, actually, despite not being able to equip anything except jewelry. 44 life, very good. 21 strength, that's pretty damn good. He's a great pack animal already. And that equates to a base damage of 21. He has 33 poison. Holy crap. Let's see if his damage is... Okay, so it is the 21. That means he does 54 damage minimum and a max of 87 damage. Holy fuck. More to make a new dead meat group. No shit. This snake is almost on par with our best warriors wielding the 2-handed dragon axes. And then look at this. I said this in a previous run through. Snakes are amazingly good at speech challenges in this game, and he is just fucking a badass. He even comes with one gathering. Look at his folklore. Man. This is an amazing snake. Alright then, thank you. So you can equip jewelry and a trinket. Or artifact and trinkets, I think that's what they're called. So, fuck it. Here. Have that. Alright, you can come back and join us now. Let's do it this way. Alright, we should head home, which is over here. They are gathering away.
You are stopped by a group of mischievous house demons called the Hurlings.
Wow, we haven't seen this
They come
one
in
in a
various
long
sizes and
time.
shapes. They travel in groups, and they are often up to no good. But, unless provoked, usually they are not dangerous. One, looking like a child with big furry ears and a tail, speaks to you. Will you play hide and seek with us? Will you?
I wonder if you have enough beasts to make a group of their own. I don't think so. Beasts specifically, no. Now, if you're talking about anything that's not a humanoid, maybe. If, like demons and whatnot. Sure, let's play with them. The worst that happens is they make us sick.
Yay! The Hurlings run around in excitement.
The magical pig quest line, we haven't because I haven't done the cosmic tree quest for this run through. That's the only way to get the holy hog. But I have done it in previous playthroughs.
You played well, but the Hurlings beat you sick.
And we got sick.
They were still happy with your efforts and give you a ball of twine. However, it turns out they poisoned your food, so some of you feel sick the next day.
This isn't bad. We gain a wound every turn for 2 turns. That's nothing. I mean, the reward wasn't great, but whatever. Oops, noob. Apparently you did a whole bunch of caps. Nightbot automatically doesn't like those. I am the holy hog. He has a point. Noob is one badass hog. He's quite the pack animal. Look at that shit. So, for your answer, or the answer to your question, Noob, I have 2 beasts here. The B and the U. In my village, I have no beasts. And in my group, all I have is that snake we just got. So I have a total of 3 beasts. Oh, and the Zamaze Old Minion's not even classified as a beast. It's a demon. Now that makes more sense on the whole speech thing. Alright, let's see. We don't need all of this crap. We're about to go take on the Umbrage Lord, so we are going to be taking everyone away. Except for a small cursory defensive force. That will probably be my beasts. And the demon. And that village. But let's see, let's transfer over the gear we just made, as well as anything else, and see what we can do with it. poison armor, tactics armor, craft armor. That one's not as useful. Okay, and then who all are we gonna take? Or I should say, who all are we gonna leave? We'll leave the Shade, the Villy. We'll take those guys. You're gonna stay and continue to work on the armor, just in case we fuck this up. We'll take Snavid. Take all my warriors. We don't need both the medics, so we'll leave them. We'll leave all 3 medics, and we'll take Gwen. That's a good defensive force. That's still 8 bodies. Alright, let's see. Who can have something? You, good sir. You are going to get the ranged damage armor. Beasts and demons? Ooh, that's a whole nother story. Let's see. Are you counting the shades, which are mythical creatures? If you are, then I have 2 there. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I have 8, counting all of them. Also, we're going to break camp with these guys and have them join forces with us. Back to what I was doing. Let's see. We need to gear up our people. Let's see. I have everything I want. Ebentide, you are golden. Hannah would enjoy the... Never mind, Hannah is weak for a warrior. You need gear, so have some heavy armor. Let's make you a hammer user. Gotta head out early again tonight. Early meetings tomorrow and lots of work to be done. Alright, Coach Sec, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. We will catch you tomorrow. Let's see. Let's give him the poison armor. I want her to have the leech armor. He needs a weapon. What's your base strength? Very low. So let's go with a hammer. Let's give you the tactics armor. You're good to go. You're good to go. You're good to go. You're good. Good. Good, good. We can do a small upgrade there. You need better armor. And an axe. You're good. We don't have an upgrade for you at this point. You're good. You're good. You're amazing. And you can't have anything. Alright, that's the best we can do with what we got. Let's drop all this back off. The ground will tremble under your massive army marching towards the Umbrage Lord. Let's hope so. I don't want Astoria. I want my Liberation Army. Where was the Umbrage Lord? I've already forgotten. I think that's him right there.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes.
Can we get another Villy?
Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead. Blessed by Perun's wisdom, you recognize that you must have entered the territory of the wind demons, the Villy. Known for their territorial instincts, the Villy do not like intruders and rarely take time to discuss the matter. Indeed, you now see several winged creatures circling you among the dark clouds.
No. Squad size is still limited at 12. But the reason I'm combining my armies is we're going to lose people to the Umbrage Lord, and even though we only get 12 cards in our active hand, all the others will remain in our discard pile, and then as our people die, the other ones will fill our hand so that we can throw bodies at this fight. Let's do a social. It's an auto-resolve.
It calms down and the skies brighten once more. The Villi remain in the air watching you, but they do not attack. You are free to continue your journey.
Eventide, for a warrior, you're freaking eloquent as shit. And we did not get a Villi. That's quite alright. Let's get down here.
Slavers are a sadly common sight in Thea.
Yep, the cannon fodder.
Your scouts have spotted such a group in the area. Rescuing the slaves may be both noble and practical, but beware, if you lose, the slavers will likely not let you go free.
You read a lot, huh? Gotcha. Ooh. I think that's an alpha wolf. Yep. Interesting. Not scary, though. Fuck it, we'll just move down and join them now. There we go. 37 bodies to throw at this fight. It's funny, after we destroyed all those giants, we haven't seen any more form. Noob is a talking pig. He has a single point in speech. So he's not quite up to the status of a parrot, but he's pretty close.
Despite the daytime, the sky is suddenly overshadowed by a thick, dark mist that slowly engulfs everything in its way. The black mist remains a malicious reminder of the days of darkness and their everlasting hold on Thea. Even the bravest of souls feels a sudden dread as the black cloud slowly seeps into every corner of their surroundings and wraps them up in a suffocating blanket of dark energy. You could swear you see twisted faces and silent screams from within the darkness. You feel a cold chill running down your spine, and dry sweat covers your trembling body. Your very soul is now infected with the cloud.
Alright, so we're going to use magic.
You use magic to create a mystical shield that prevents the mist from touching you. It does not lessen some of the dread you feel from merely looking at the dark matter, madly twisting and turning to try and reach you, but its effects do not reach your soul. The shield will withstand the assault, but if you want, you could push it further and try and fight the mist. The battle will be deadly, and only those who wield magic can face the mist.
And we will do it, and I think with our 37 bodies, we should be safe to auto-resolve it.
To the unknowing eye, the battle
And we
lasted
were.
but seconds. Yet for those who took
Morgana.
part in it, time
Nice.
itself stopped and swallowed them whole. The black mist unleashed brutal attacks to try to break free from the mystical powers of your people. Alas, they have proven unbeatable, and so they banished the mist from whence it came, at least for now. The brave souls who fought the mist feel themselves stronger, as they absorb some of the dark magic.
So Han's gaining the stats. I mean, it'll help in future Hex challenges, but it's not amazing. But Morgana gaining the stats, she is a freaking beast at magic challenges. We gained a level off that. This is going to be a huge list. So our medic got more strength. That's very nice. Anyone else that's notable? Noob? Fucking tough ass pig.
You travel through the hills in search of resources, and you come across the remains of an old settlement. The houses are small, almost built into the hills themselves, and despite the decay brought by the darkness, many look well preserved. You realize, however, that you are not alone, as two tall orcs step in front of you with their weapons drawn.
Halt!
One shouts at you in a deep, heavy drumming voice.
Don't do anything
The
rash.
two orcs speak together in a foreign tongue, which sounds a lot like whistling leaves on a windy day. You make out a few words like deal, mistress, and vault, but not much else. The orcs step aside, and an orcish female steps in. She is even taller, muscular, and holds her head up high as she speaks to you.
We got here first, human, so don't get any ideas. But we may have a deal for you. We found something and it needs tools to open, and we have none. Give us your tools, and in exchange we will give you several weapons and some resources we found in this place. Deal?
Hans is a magic orc. And yes, this is a possible extra body, though we don't have any gear for him, sadly. Let's work
The orc
together.
woman frowns, and her men take a few steps forward, but she raises her hand to stop them.
Work together, you say? Why? We have never gotten anything but hatred and disdain from your kin. Why would we trust you?
Because it said so. And then again, we have 37 bodies to throw at him, so auto-resolve.
Conversation goes well, and so you end on a high note. So you see, we both have an image of our people in our heads. We think orcs are brutes who will eat our children, and from the sounds of it, you think the very same of us. If we give you our tools, you may not find anything of use in the vault anyway. But if we work together, you keep your stuff and get half of what's in the vault. And we both learn that trust can be found in the strangest of places. The orc woman nods and smiles.
Oh, fine. You have a silver tongue, human, but I like it. Let's get the vault open, and then perhaps we can even drink together.
Inside the vault, you find a supply of various wooden logs, some minerals, and a huge supply of dried, cured foodstuffs. You also find a small armory, but it is clear that whoever lived here treasured the food and resources more than anything else. You share the spoils and sit by the fire with the orcs. There is an awkward distance between the groups, but it is certainly progress. The orcs get up to leave, but their leader turns to you once more.
This was a trip to remember, and I would not like it to go to waste on account of our mutual hatred. I give you one of my men. Not a good one, mind you, he's a measly thing, but perhaps he can prove his worth amongst your people. But in return, one of yours will come to live with us. Perhaps this way we will learn about each other and rebuild our land differently from before.
She looks away, her face frozen in thought.
I'm going to do this for you, Eventide, since I kept promising and it never came to fruition since the Misfits got destroyed. The only thing that's going to piss me off is if they take Lord You. He's the only one that I'm like, no. But we're going to accept, and we're going to see what they give us instead of refusing and seeing if they give us a worker. So here we go. Not Lord You.
The woman nods in agreement.
Hey, it's the child that just grew into a warrior. He's not very useful, so I'm happy about this.
Fighters comes back with you. Both seem uneasy about their new situation, but accept it with grace.
And we gain the Orc Fighter, who has a decent chunk of life. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, he's pretty much on par with the Orc Worker. Their health and strength are just about the same. The 6 traps is new. That's somewhat useful. I'm assuming this is from his gear. Let's see, where is that guy? Yeah, the poison and leech was from his gear. Luckily, it gave us the gear of the guy we lost, so we can make him somewhat useful. But given what we've seen, I think it's actually more beneficial to refuse them and hope you get the Orc Worker, because their stats are on par. Obviously, this isn't going to be a very good comparison because I've had him for a while. But well, actually, it's not that bad of a comparison. They're within 1 level of each other. So his strength is 19. Urok's strength is 22. So our worker is actually stronger. 28 life versus 22 life. Damn. Technically, the worker is better than the fighter. He's even better at speech challenges. Granted, it's not a one-to-one comparison because we have had Urok for a while. So he has gained permanent stat increases from random events that he's done with us. But still, just doing a general comparison, I would say it's not worth it sacrificing someone to get the fighter. But how many levels has he gained? Well, at most 6. But I guarantee you we didn't get him at level 1. We probably got him at level 3 or 4. But still, doing a trade for a 1-to-1 versus doing like a 50-50, maybe I get an extra body and lose nothing, I think I would take that gamble and try to get the extra body for nothing. Well, that's good to know that you're not missing out for not making the trade. True. And unless you have a really poor group when you get that challenge. Yeah. That would be a trade. Like if you had... If you had a group of all bandits and you got that event, I would totally take that trade. Because bandits suck. They have stats lower than some medics. That's how bad they are. It was a good trade. I'm not complaining. We actually traded up because it took our newest child that grew up. Alright, let's take on the Umbrage Lord.
The lair of the Umbrage Lord, and it is suitably steeped in grim darkness and stale, musty air. In an underground chamber stands a large figure, barely humanoid, made of pure darkness.
Let's do this!
You finally stand in the presence of the Umbrage Lord, and he is not running this time.
Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath on our part. This is essentially... The way I think of it is white skulls are a 1-to-1, so if this was 5 white skulls, it would be a 5-skull challenge. Orange makes it +5 to what you're seeing, and red makes it +10 to what you're seeing. So I look at this as a 15-skull challenge. The Lord and the Moroki are freaking hard as shit. The Unliving Giant's manageable. These guys are comparable to our people now. All of our things. Sadly, I'm seeing a lot of our main group in this hand, so that's bad for us, but we still got plenty of cards to throw at this. So let's do it. Ooh, I get to go first. I'm 99.9% sure that giants will never have piercing attacks. Wave 1 engage, totally. So I don't think we need to worry about shields in that regard. But they have hammer damage. So they're going to kill 2 to 3... Oh, they can only hammer damage 2 people. But so they're going to kill 2 people every time. Unless you send out people that have enough health to kind of survive the second carryover damage. Given that, we are going to start with Ubislava. Oh, damn it, they're both in the active hand. So this is going to hurt a lot. This is 205 damage coming out. Fuck. Oh, let the overkilling begin. Ouch. Alright, let's go ahead and get a little poke for the hell of it. How many first actions do I have? I have 1 usable first action with this guy. Because he's level 3. Well, it's better to get that hit out going first and then he dies than to let him die first. Mislav, you're gonna die. Sorry. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. So let's just kind of walk up by weakest attack from both hands. So let's get your... No, let's save your poke for a minute. Let's send Gwen out. Now we'll get your poke. I'm pretty sure none of my counters are going to work. Yeah, none of my counters are going to work. I have 2 confuses that are just shy of being able to affect the shadow creatures. That's pretty impressive. So then let's go Saruba. All 3 giants were in the active hand. That's very unfortunate for us. Oh well. Let's us go with... Who are you? Beastprav. Get your ass out there. And then... Skibora. No, let's get Hans out. Now we'll do Skibora. Oh wait. Fuck, I already sent out. Damn it, he was the first action person. I've already fucked up. Oh well. Okay, let's get Pavel out now. And we'll just get closer according to attack damage. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. He just would have took an extra 36 damage. Whew, all the kills. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. She just got overkilled like 6 times over. The carnage has begun. Wave 2. Go! Erwin, do your thing. Thank you. None of our counters are going to be useful. None of our confuses are going to be useful. We, if I remember, can use noob to first action Moogly Boogly, and that's it. So let's do that now, because I'm a dumbass and I forget this shit all the time. Let's have Queen Bee get a poke in. Erwin is definitely gonna die, but she'll at least get her damage in. Let's I want to protect Morgana just because she's been so helpful to us, so I'm gonna sacrifice myself. I'll get that kill at least. Then Uruk, Eventide, Morgana, and then we are going to get closer with all of these people. Goodbye, Erwin. I'm dead. Eventide, sorry. Alright, all we got left is the Umbrage Lord. Wave 3. Go! Oh, these fights. Let's send out Isabella. And now we're going to poke the shit out of him. Poke, 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 poke. And I actually can first action some people. 6, 7, and 9. I can first action these 3 cards, so let's get him out now since nothing can happen there. And then we are going to first action these 3. I think we got him now. Woo! We won!
Defeated by mere flesh creatures, no!
The Umbrage Lord falls to his knees, and the darkness inside of him devours his body, then dissolves into thin air, leaving only small patches behind. One of these patches looks like a shadow creature, but with your victory, you feel you can dominate the fiend to serve you instead.
So this is the only part of the voice acting that I feel was very subpar. I feel like more effort could have been put into this one line to give it more emphasis. Alright, let's see what we got for gear. We got a magic hammer. It's okay. Don't need a backstab bondage necklace. Don't need the bow. This is completely a speech challenge accessory, which we don't really need. Got some nimblewood, a single dragon bone. That's totally useful. A leech dagger. At the point that you have dragon bone, I don't know why you would want to make a dagger. There's better options. Those are good finds, but we don't really need it. Oh, Morgana did die in the end. Well, not dead yet, but bleeding out. Mislav is fucked. 204 wounds. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. Take bets on the deaths. Well, what do you guys think? How many people do you think is gonna die? We'll go through this. I'll let you see all of their wounds. 106 on Saruba. 81 on Beastrov. 122 on Erwin. 73 on me. And 92 on Ebentide. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people bleeding out. If I end now, no one dies. Yeah, but that would be boring. We want to see what the final check was on this. So 16 people are bleeding out. Eventide thinks only 3 are going to die. Noob thinks 5 in the first turn. How many total do you think is going to die, Noob? And we'll go ahead and dominate the shadow creature.
The darkness forms into a creature and obeys your command.
Cyanoid thinks 8. Noob thinks 9. So nobody has the same number. Okay. We have a 3, an 8, and a 9. That's not a bad shadow creature. Too bad we don't really need it now. Did we make it all the way to level 4? I don't think so. Nope. So close. Alright, we're going to keep playing just because we want to see what happens. We still have the 1 movement, so we are going to camp. But you still swear to the 5 in the first turn. Okay. So let's look at a few calculations real quick. Gwen isn't too bad. 19 wounds divided by her 10 health. 190%. Take away base survival of 70. And then I think we're still sitting at a 57 for our medic skill. No, we're not. Ooh, Barbara's better than Emislava. So we have 44 there. And 16 there. So that's 60. So Gwen has a 60% chance of dying. Mislav, holy shit. 201 wounds total. Mislav has a 1000% chance of dying. Myself, ooh, not looking good for me. 73 wounds divided by my 33 life. That's a 222. Minus the 70, minus the 60. I have a 92% chance of dying. Ebentide is at 92 wounds divided by his 51 health. It's a 181. Take away the 70, and then take away the 60. So Eventide has a 50-50 shot of surviving. I wonder if having a level 20 plus medic has anything in this. Just because you're over a 20 medic skill doesn't change anything. You still do the same calculation. So Eventide, you're not too bad. You have a 50-50 shot. Moogly Boogly is screwed. 51 by her 17 is at 300. So she has a 170% chance of dying. Pavel is cool. He's got like a 70% chance of dying. She's not bad. She's at a 50-50. Ubislava's fucked. He's fucked. Well, see, 29 doubled is 58. So he's got like a 90% chance to die. She's screwed. She's screwed. Erwin has a chance. Hans has a chance. Urok is fine. Morgana will survive. Hey, I protected her. And the Queen Bean will survive. Yeah, it's not like the 20 in crafting, sadly. The only difference is if you're playing with Bloodbath off, your goal is to get to a 30 medic skill. It guarantees that you will never die from anything ever. Alright, let's see who dies in the first turn.
Wounds don't always have a chance.
You were
to
wrong,
heal, so
noob.
death can claim its
You were
powers.
wrong. Only 2 people died on the first turn. So, let's add them to our death count real quick. We are at 8 total. Are we gonna get attacked? We're getting attacked. Alright, let's take care of this real quick. Let's get a hammer out. Counter offense. Counter offense. Alright, so I killed the only active one. In fact, this guy's gonna kill both of these. Let's finish this off via some poke. Queen Bee kills that one. She kills that one. These guys will clear up the discard pile. I don't think anyone's going to get a heal off of this. Yeah, no. So that won't change the outcome of our little gamble. So let's do this. If you didn't have them medics. Food on? Yes, food is on. We have maximum food. Oh, no, we don't.
A hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be in. At the last moment, you realize the stash is protected.
We're just going to leave it be. It doesn't change anything, but we are missing the 10th food piece for movement, but we still have all of the health and healing. So we lost 2 in that round. How many are we going to lose now? 0. Next. Oh, Erwin and Beastprav. So we're at 4 dead from that little encounter. That puts us at 10 total. So, Eventide, I'm sorry, you were not accurate, but you are the closest thus far. Next turn. Nobody. Nobody. Still nobody. How are we doing? Oh, I'm guaranteed to survive. She's still on the verge of dying. She's guaranteed to survive. She's on the verge. So basically one more turn and we'll have our answer. Yep, she's guaranteed to survive. Guaranteed to survive. Ooh, not, maybe. Let's do that calculation real quick. 22 wounds, 20 life. Yeah, 110% chance. Then you take away the base survival of 70 is at 40, and then my medics puts it at 0. So she cannot die. So that's it. We've lost 4, and that's it. Yeah, close enough. Yep, you were the closest. Congratulations, Eventide. Alright, let us end this run and start up a Lotta run. And get as far as we can before Saturday. So, current score. Well, that fight gave us an extra experience point, or an extra point total. And we have pretty much done everything we can. The only thing that we could do to continue getting more score is just skip a whole bunch of turns. Try to get more events, but I don't think I've ever seen more than 50 points here. We could scout some more hex, but I think 50 is the max there, and then try to gain experience. So we are going to end game. Oh, Cosmic Tree? Yeah, but the Cosmic Tree doesn't add anything to this. So at best, it would give us a few more points from our experience and turns survived. So we're just going to end game and switch over to Lada. We saved the world. From the giants, at least. Alright. Let me stop that recording.